I think that my opinion of women was pretty well informed up until that point. Maybe not great, but it was pretty well informed. But understanding women's nature, raising women, that's a whole different story, whole different thing. It turns out that this idea that women are perfect until a man corrupts their angelic nature is complete and total fucking bullshit. So that's the thing that I learned more than anything quickly, is that that is not true at all, not even a little bit. And there's a lot of what she called social engineering, which tries to reinforce a narrative that women are born angelic and perfect, and only evil men, it's only after evil men corrupt their angelic nature that they do anything which is bad, and that's just not the case.
No, I would agree with you on that. I think hormones play a huge role into it, specifically, like, if you ever met a 14-year-old girl, they could probably use an exorcism. We've all been 14-year-old girls here.
Yeah, I don't think it's hormones. I have a different way that I look at it. So, well, I think that there's a superpower which is corrupting to women, especially beautiful women. And I think it would be just as corrupting to men if they had it. So think of it as like you're an X-Men. And your mutation, your superpower is that if you're young and beautiful between the ages of, let's say, 18 and 27, basically anything you want from men, you can get. Basically anything you want. If you want a door opened, you're going to get it. If you need money, you're going to get it. If you need resources, you're going to get that. If you get in trouble, then likely your punishment's going to be much lighter. Now, it's like this great superpower, but it corrupts too at the same time, right? Because it displaces accountability. And since it displaces accountability, once that beauty fleets, women seem to have trouble taking accountability after that. They go, wait a second, it used to be that doors magically opened for me. Gifts just showed up at my house. People just gave me resources and attention. Once that fades, though, they never learned the accountability portion. And so I think that's a massive social issue. And because matrons in society have been rejected, meaning older women who are now always just looking to kind of reattach themselves to their youth instead of telling women to have good expectations, the matrons of society, which are designed to guide women through this, they're gone. They're summarily rejected. And instead, they try to hold these ridiculous beauty standards into their 60s and 70s where they look like J-Lo and this type of thing. And it's insane. So that's the big eye-opener
I think that's
that I got.
Not directly opposed. I think it's just different than what I was saying, which is like, I think women specifically, when they're going through puberty for the first time, just as somebody who was a teenage girl and had other teenage friends, that there's something, I don't know, I think women are not informed enough about hormones. We're never really taught about it, how it affects you, how people after giving birth have like postpartum depression and they can literally go psychotic because of it, even after abortions too. People don't talk about this stuff.
Men have the same thing. Like,
I know, but it sucks that we're not taught about it.
This is often not thought about. But men, when they're going through puberty, right, rite of passage for men, they get ultra violent sometimes with each other, highly angry, very upset, very confused. Right? They have a hormone siege inside of their bodies as much as women do, but their accountability is not taken away. So the accountability for keeping those things in check, that's never displaced from them. It does seem like it's more displaced from women.
How is that new, though? Since the beginning of time, men have been held more accountable than women because we've expected men to be the leaders. So if you guys want to be the leaders, you should expect to be held accountable as well, more than your counterparts.
How silly this is. Sure, you know what? I'll concede the argument. You're right. Men should be held more accountable. And the thing is, though, is if you give them more responsibility, right? If you give them more responsibility, then you're going to have to also give them the authority. And so you can't say, well, we're going to take authority away from men, which is what egalitarianism has done, and still give them the same amount of responsibility and have the expectation that you're going to have a society which isn't fucked from top to bottom, because it is. So the thing is like, sure, hold men more accountable than women. But as long as they have the authority, right, nobody's going to say anything about it. But the second you say we're equal, well, then you need to have equal accountability.